What I was most prepared for was probably just being there. I was prepared for being there.
Overall, I felt the most prepared for the English portion of the test. I really wish that we could have focused on the mental endurance that this test requires more.
I feel like I was most prepared for the math portion because I took a math for trades and it helped me brush up on the stuff that was being asked for on the test.
For the ACTs, I was most prepared for the English and the writing portion.
So I was most prepared for probably the math portion just because I like math and like everything was just easy and quick.
What I was least prepared for was the time. It was unexpected.
I felt prepared for the actual questions and the subjects on the test, but it was really hard to focus for that long, and I wish we could have prepared more in that aspect.
I feel like I was least prepared for the English section because I didn't do the assignments that probably would have helped me feel more comfortable.
I was least prepared for the math and the science.
But I was least prepared for probably the reading section because I do not read fast. And also I think I was missing a few of the assignments in ACT prep for the reading section.
So before the ACT, I was definitely worried about the math section because just the practice tests were kind of hard to get through all of the questions quickly and accurately.
So that brings me to one thing I was surprised about was that the time, they don't tell you that it's gonna be not long at all.
How quickly the time went was probably what surprised me most on the test, and the fact that it didn't feel as important as how everybody made it seem.
The thing that surprised me most on the test was definitely the writing part. I definitely thought it was going to be more challenging. I definitely think I did very well on it.
Something that surprised me on the test is that the writing prompt was actually interesting to me, and I got into it.
So during the test, I was surprised at the fact that, well, not surprised, but the thing that kind of threw me off was the science section because it was extremely wordy, and that kind of affected how quick I was able to pick out just the information I needed to answer the questions.
The ACT prep class helped me know what I was going to do and what I was going to expect.
During this year, I complained about the class a lot, but now that I've taken the test, I understand how beneficial this class was. After talking to students who don't go to RUHS University,
The ACT class helped me normalize taking the test because the amount of times I took the practice test made it a little easier for me and to stay calm and everything.
How did ACT prep prepare me for this class? It prepared me by helping answer a lot of questions I had about it. It helped me become less stressed coming up to test time. It definitely helped answering a lot of the questions and with test taking strategies.
How did the ACT prep class at RUHS prepare me for this experience? Well, it was great because we went over all the tests and best strategies on how to do them. And that was really helpful, especially for the reading tests because there's different kinds of articles on the reading test. So we chose which ones we liked the best, and we did those ones first, and then moved on to the other kinds of articles. So then we would spend the most time on the ones that we liked the most. And that would help us get the answers right because it's better it's easier to comprehend something that you like.
Some advice: don't be so scared about the ECT. You shouldn't be scared about it.
overall, for juniors taking this test next year, I want you to know that the test is not nearly as bad as everyone makes it out to be. And as long as you do your work in this class, it will be beneficial to you. This class is worth it. You just need to keep persevering and try hard because it'll pay off in the end.
Advice I would give the juniors taking the test next year would be just stay calm, because freaking out is not going to help you at all. And when I freaked out, I would really mess up, I feel like, and not follow the advice and things that they told us to do while taking the test.
And any advice to anyone, just don't stress yourself out. Answer what you know first, and then, fill in answers you don't answer, though. Like, just fill in a bubble, even if it's not, you don't think it's right, because that's the chance that you get, to have an answer.
And advice for new juniors, just do the work. Just do the stuff.
But all in all, the ACT is definitely not as hard as I expected. I think I worked myself up over it. And if you do your practice tests, I think you will be well prepared, or maybe overly prepared, because it's really not that difficult as long as you just read what you have to read and get it answered.